everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm showing you how I do my nails using these quick moulds. Now I bought mine off eBay and I get 500 in a pack. And they're just these plastic moulds. And they have these little tiny bits on the edges just so it's easier to take off, I guess. Now you get from number 1 to number 10. And number 1 is the biggest one and I normally use it for my thumb. Now when I use it, I put it right at the back normally, but I'm not going to do it like that this time. I'm going to put it in the middle of the nail and then just try and extend the nail using these moulds. Now I've prepped my nails all ready. I've just got to start with this dehydrator, which I got from Ended, and then I'll do a primer. So I'll just go around where the cuticles are. There is a little bit of gel left on my nail, but that doesn't matter because I'm adding to it anyway. So like I said, just go around the natural nail on all 5 fingers in my case. All the way around. Try not to touch the skin with this. I know it's only a dehydrator, but I try not to touch the skin anyway. Now I'm going in with this primer, which is also from Ended. I love these products. I've got these on the Ended website. And I'll leave a link down below for you guys. Okay, once again going around the natural nail. And as you can see there, I capped the free edge. I like to cap the free edge just so that gel really does stick to the free edge. Do that to all five nails. And then I'm going in with this NCI clear base coat. Now I'm just doing a thin layer of this, just so the gel's got something to adhere to. So like I said, you do a thin layer. And try not to get this on your cuticles or around the skin. If you do, just get a cuticle tip and just get it off with that. Or wipe it away with some acetone. Now the brush I'm using today is an acrylics brush and it's a number 8. Now this is my Cover Pink, it's also by IBD. And it's just a builder gel, and I'm going to start by putting this inside the mould. Now I only want a thin layer because I just want something sticky for the rest of the gel to stick to in the mould. So I'm just doing a tiny thin layer and brushing it down. Make sure you get all those side edges as well. That's it. Now I'm going to pick up another bead, but this is going to be a bigger bead because I want to cover most of the nail mould. Remember, I'm not covering the whole nail mould because I'm just trying to do a tip. So I don't need that much on my brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the bottom of the nail and then I'm going to work my way up. And just push it, just bounce it around the nail mould, just push it to where you want it to go. As you can see here, I've probably not got enough gel on my brush, so I'm probably going to go back in and get some more. So I'm just bouncing it around right up to where I want it to go. You just got to play around with these moulds. I mean, they can be quite tricky to use if it's your first time, but they are good. They save you time in the salon or at home or wherever you're doing your nails. They do save you time, so they are a good purchase. Like I said, I didn't have enough on my brush, so I'm going back in with some more of that Cover Pink. Get down those side walls. Now you don't want too much in your mould because when you try and put it on your nail, it's just going to seep out from all the edges and go all over the skin, and trust me, that's an ugly mess and you don't need that. There we go. I think I might need a little bit more just down the side here, so I'm just going to pull this down, but I still don't think it's enough. I might go in and do a little bit more in the side part. Just bounce it around until you're happy that you've got the as much as you need in the mould, and that you've got all those side walls. Right, now you want to flip it over. So flip it over so it's facing your nail. Just showing you how much I've got here in my mould. It's not very much, but it's enough just to cover what I want for a tip. So like I said, you turn it over, face it onto the nail, and then I'm placing it. Remember, I'm placing it in the middle of the nail because I want this to form a tip. And you just press it down slightly. It can be tricky because obviously it's gel and it's still soft. It has to be cured to make it hard, so it can be quite tricky, but you will get the hang of it. So I'm just lining up here on my nail slightly to one side, so I'm just moving it to the other side. Now this really didn't want to sit there, so I turned my nail over and then try to push it into place. As you can see, I have got some gel that's seeping out at the sides, and it doesn't matter because I'm going to put more gel on top of this, so it doesn't really bother me. But if you have, just try and get down those side bits and get it off, because you don't want to cure it in there. Now I'm going to cure mine in my lamp, and I've got an LED lamp, but I've cured it for 60 seconds and then I've taken it out. Now it's hardened, fully hardened, so all you do is play around with the nail and just pull it from side to side until it pops off. And there you go, mine's popped off. And there you go, an extension without any form whatsoever, using a nail mould. Now what I'm going to do is go back in with that cover pink, and I'm just going to take a bead and place it just over, just showing you how much I've got on my brush, not very much, just a small bead, and just place it over the gel that you've already got on there, and then bounce it slowly down to the cuticle. Don't touch the skin at all, just bounce it slowly down to the cuticle. And then I horseshoe, what I call horseshoe, all the way down to the bottom of the free edge. I've not got enough on my brush here, so I'm going to add to it. There's a bit more that I need to cover up. As you can see, the edges have got a few gaps. I'm just pulling that gel just down. It is a self-leveling gel, so it will self-level, but you do need to be quick with it because it can self-level and then run off the fingers. I'm just going to go in with a clean brush with a little bit of acetone on, just to clean up around the cuticle edge. Just make sure it's not touching the skin at all, and down those edges. Just get it all off before you put it into your lamp. And that's it. You want to cure for another 60 seconds or 2 minutes in a UV. Now that's cured, I want to go in with another bead because I really want to build up that structure and make sure I've got a really good apex, because that apex is what's going to give your nail that strength, and that's what you need for your nail to not break. So here I am again, going in with another bead, just a smaller bead this time, horseshoeing right to the free edge again. And remember, your free edge doesn't need to be that thick, especially if you're going to put a gel colour and then you're going to have a top coat on top of it, so it really doesn't need to be that thick. Just making sure it's down the cuticle again, down to the free edge. All the way down to that free edge. Once you're happy with it, once again, cure it in your lamp for 60 seconds. Now once that's out the lamp, I'm going to get a lint-free wipe here, and then I'm going to spray it with my cleanser and then wipe the sticky layer that's left on the nail. Now once you've completed all 5 nails, I like to start filing, and the file that I use is a 160 to 180 grit, and I start by filing down the side walls and going around the top edge. I want an oval shape which is called almond. Now my fingers suit almond, but you be you guys, you have whatever shape you like, but this is the shape that I like to go for. Now it might look like I'm being rough, but I've actually sped this up. Don't be rough with this bit because you don't want to cut yourself or your client's skin. Just be very, very gentle. So I'm just filing it down as quick as I can. Once I'm happy with the way they look, I'll spray with cleanser and wipe away again with my nylon brush, and that's it. That's the finished look, and I'm all ready now for my gel application or my design, which will be coming soon. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Love you all. Bye.